Hi. So I guess this is what YouTube looks like. I think I'm supposed to tell you to subscribe, like, and all that stuff. Whatever people say. I don't know. This is my first time doing YouTube. We'll see how it goes. But I really want to be on here to show you how I cook my recipes and my mom's recipes, and hopefully you learn something as well. We're starting with kind of a tough one, but a really good one. Biryani, Sindhi biryani especially. It's super simple ingredients, but so big on flavor. So here we go. And of course we start off with the basmati rice. This is like the quintessential ingredient in any biryani. The most important thing here is to use a really good quality basmati. We use what's called a Sela basmati rice, and it's just an aged form of basmati. The other important thing to do is to make sure you wash your rice really well. We did it about 5 or 6 times until the water was as clear as possible. And then use about equal cups of rice to water and let it soak for a few hours. So 2 hours, or even just for the amount of time while you're cooking all the other ingredients. Starting off with your rice and letting it soak will help it turn out. It'll help you use less water to cook to begin with, and then also it will make sure that the rice grains themselves don't kind of disintegrate at the end of the cooking process because you're using too much water. So that's one of the secrets to having a really good basmati, is to pre-soak your rice. And then of course the other secret is the brown onions. So we're using about equal weight of onions to protein. In this case we're cooking for about 8 people, so actually it was about 10 servings we made here. So about 7 pounds of chicken to 7 pounds of onions. So that's a lot of onions. Just slice them up, salt them, and cook them down until they turn brown and caramelized and just smell intoxicatingly delicious. And that's it. That's one of the key secrets to Sindhi biryani. Salting the oil will actually help the onions crisp up and brown. So that's another little tip for you. In the meantime, we're also going to salt the chicken. Always salt your ingredients as you go to help the flavor kind of infuse into every single layer. And biryani is all about the layers of flavor. We also like to add potatoes to our biryani, so I like to parboil them ahead of time. So that's what we're doing here, just chopping them, and then I'm going to boil them on the side and add them into the curry at the end. Check on those onions. Yep, still going. Let's do our spice mix. So no box mix here, guys. I like to use clean ingredients. I don't like any of those preservatives that people add to the boxes, and you don't need it. It's very simple, and most of these ingredients you will find in any grocery store, and definitely are in my spice cupboard. In any South Asian, Indian, Pakistani spice cupboard, you'll definitely find all of these ingredients. See how simple that is? We also like to add a little bit extra flavor to our rice, going with some pepper and cumin seeds here. Checking on those onions again. Yeah, it takes a while. This took a good maybe half an hour, 45 minutes to get these onions there. Don't worry, it's totally worth it. And the best part is you can make the curry ahead of time and kind of whip up a batch of biryani on at any day of the week if you have the curry ready to go. If you do find that there is a little too much oil at this stage, you're welcome to strain your onions a little bit before you add the protein. We did do that. We actually reduced the onions. We took out about a cup of oil from the onions and then went ahead with the rest of this. The dried apricots, while they're not entirely necessary, they do add an extra layer of flavor, and I highly recommend using them if you can find them. And of course yogurt. Yogurt is one of the key ingredients in biryani. And you just kind of let it boil down. You'll find that the oil turns from a cloudy color to almost clear, and that's how you know your gravy is ready to go. Make sure you taste for your salt as you go as well, and adjust for spices. We decided to add a little bit more with some green chili, some red pepper flakes. And that's it. Now this is the curry mix, or the spicy biryani masala. And now we're gonna go on to the rice. So those pre-soaked rice, we're just gonna go on the stove top for a bit to help the rice kind of absorb the water. We want to half cook the rice until when you pinch it, like I do here, and it splits apart. There you go. That's good to go. We'll take out half and then layer that masala. Now we will put this in the oven, but you can totally do this on the stove top. The key here is to let everything steam. So you want to make sure it is well sealed. We add raisins to our biryani. Not everyone likes raisins in them, but I like the sweet and salty flavor together. We soak them in some milk. And there we go. The other thing that a traditional biryani has is this orange color in the rice, and that comes from the saffron. This is saffron milk. This is saffron soaked in milk. And yellow food coloring. Again, totally optional. This is obviously not preservative free if you use the food coloring, but it is the traditional way that they make biryani. Add our topping mix and then seal it up. So I just put the lid on and put it in the oven. We don't add any weight to it. And check out that steam. That is exactly what you want to see. Again, you could have done this on the stove top. Turn it on low. And as long as you get that big waft of steam coming out at the end of it, you know it's ready. And that's it. Tastes even better the second day. Don't forget to go check out the recipe on ruestory.com. Come say hi over on Instagram. I'm at ruestory. And I'll see you next time. Bye.